to square off in an inter-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the Tulane Green Wave. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So Tulsa's offense will take the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
After that last completion, it's second down. Scanning the field, it's Alford. With the catch, it's Richardson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Foley. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Just keep slinging it. Caught in the backfield, it's Foley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Gets the back moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do it better.
No No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Alford. He's got an open man. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, a lot of space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in a football game.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for space. It's Richardson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Let's go.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
All right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that 1st drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the 2nd drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them. They're doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Goal. You're going to try.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
In college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Texas is going to walk off the field there in Denton with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. His receivers just got to be able to make a play for him.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Going deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And they wanted it all on third down. Now, dealing with fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot. Caught at the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tulsa.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Tulsa, 14, Tulane, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensive.
Turning it on! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Tulane right back to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Tulsa.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Preston.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grabbed near the marker is Callaway. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Looking downfield on first down. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Handoff from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
On the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tulane had a little time to talk it over in the break, now facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% this season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
And on the receivers. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Alford. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Holds it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Reed. Tripped up for the tackle. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Tulane lines up on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the run, it's Richardson. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the back. They're looking to throw on second and short. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Tulane right back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Looking to fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the... Making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
Dropping back, it's Alford. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged on the outside, it's Hayes. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Wants to throw. It's Alford. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
26. Number 29 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Tulsa.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Callaway. And the returner is stopped. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, he can go. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reed. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Punts it out of the air. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
At the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Tulane.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Greenway.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Booker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. Defense in press coverage. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Drag down the down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful in offense.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Rides the back on the option, the gift. Ernie on the Jets. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Guard in the backfield. It's Turner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Preston. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the ground, it's Barnes. Runs through a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. Way to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got a man in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Tulane right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Rush is on him, trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Offense facing 4th down.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. It's a seam wide open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wideout. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Preston. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Wide open spaces. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Trying to run, it's Turner. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Snags it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Tulane.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Defense gets the timeout call, 20 seconds left on the clock. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one can draw us even in the final moments.
The kick is good.
Guys, final minute of play, and we are all tied up.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple of seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed them.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quick handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Looking for room, it's Turner. He's loose. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Tulane. And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Booker. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on fourth down in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Fourth and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got him. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great